As far as learning about Achieving the Promise Academy, on campus during the volunteering event, I could recall seeing the word achieving, and I was so excited.
I learned about it a com- through seeking a computer from the college because I lacked the correct software on my computer for my CMSC class, and along with the computer, I received a personal coach.
I did not know anything about ATPA at the beginning. I was recommended by one of my counselors in high school. Her name is Maria Garcia. She used to be part of ATPA, or she worked closely with ATPA, and she recommended me for the program. She said it was really good and a lot of benefits will come from it.
I've always had this idea of putting myself out there. Um, when I mean out there, I don't like to get comfortable. So whatever would give me exposure, whatever will give me something new to think about, I take the advantage. I take the opportunity. When I joined Montgomery College, I had a flyer that I saw the ATPA and what they were offering. Um, though I knew academically I wasn't struggling, but I knew the help wasn't that bad. And as well, to have a mentor that work with you one on one was something that stood out to me. So looking at that and seeing what the program has to offer a student like myself, I had no choice but to join.
My ATPA coach is Coach Chang Su, and he is he's an amazing person. He mentors me a lot. He helps me understand myself better, and he has developed a really close relationship with me, and I think that's what all ATPA coaches do.
My coach was no other than Cheryl Johnson, and what was like working with her, she was like my school mother. I go to her if there's any problems. We always find solutions to them. We had a relationship outside of the college, outside of academics. It was more than just being there to working along with me to achieve my academic goals. She was there for me mentally, psychologically. She helped me to be a better person as well.
Professor Jane Smith, she's amazing. She's knowledgeable. She's passionate, compassionate at the same time, and she always tries to not just inquire about my academic performance. She always asks about my life. How am I doing? Trying to make sure that I'm able to balance, school, work, and social life at the same time.
My ATPA coach is Sarah Bluth. She is amazing. I cannot say anything more than that. She is really good. I really enjoyed when we talk. At the beginning, if we're being honest, it was weird having someone checking up on you on a weekly basis. But then she and I talked, and we figured out a good way to communicate. And it has been really nice. I really enjoy getting to know her, and she getting to know me. Um, so it's really good.
Me and my coach, we started having a lot of discussions, a lot of philosophical discussions, and we came to um, we came to a lot of different conclusions, especially about failure, and and our understanding of failure became more sophisticated. We started learning about how we shouldn't be afraid of failure because that's what holds us back. And procrastination is just us being afraid to try and fail. And it's okay. And we learned that it's okay to fail. It's part of the learning process. And sometimes pursuing failure actually is the purpose you're supposed to go for because that's what learning is. And perfection isn't the point. Purposes and purpose and meaning are sometimes aligned with failing sometimes.
One of the things I learned about myself as a student in ATPA is that I am resilient. There's so much of things that I deal with on a daily basis, and having the opportunity to be a part of different workshops that's available, and having a chance to not only have a relationship with my one-on-one coach Cheryl. I had a chance to meet with other coaches and be a part of different groups and settings. I realized that the opportunities that I take and some of the things that I do is that I'm really resilient.
The phrase they say, the sky is the limit. Uh, as an ATPA student, I've discovered that if you put yourself out there, there are always opportunities. There are tools or platform on ground to help you become successful.
Something I would say to someone unsure about joining ATPA is that I was once the person reluctant to be a part of ATPA because I felt like the onboarding part was the difficult part, but it's just to get to know you a little bit. And you don't know what opportunity is there for you until you actually present yourself and try to get your foot in the door to see what's there.
At the beginning, I was a little, you know, hesitant on joining, but after learning and after seeing what my coach does for us, for me specifically, when we meet, it's really something that you cannot explain. It's just, you're having a one-on-one, even though it's just 30 to 45 minutes every 2 weeks. It's good to just have that person that will advise you and will tell you, maybe you should try a different way. Maybe this can work, or just to have someone to check up on you. We all need that.
If you have someone who can honestly look at you, who will establish a good relationship with you, who will not judge you, who will push you, and who can s- show you the way to not be afraid of your own future, I think that is worth an hour a week of your time.
As an ATPA student, I've learned to navigate all the resources at Montgomery College that has gotten me to where I am today. Um, so I'll say that is something ATPA offers. They have workshops and stuff like that encourages you to put yourself out there and make use of all the resources that the college has to offer.